we're talking about finding the why of your financial planning practice. Questions that will help you choose the right career. By the end of this lesson, you should be able to narrow your focus. You should recognize what motivates you. You're going to be able to analyze your strengths, define your purpose, and envision the work that fulfills you. Finding your purpose is one of the most important things you're going to need to do in order to really enjoy this career. Your purpose is actually a combination of things. It's your talents, it's what you're passionate about, it's the skills and expertise that you've developed and enhanced, and most importantly, it's your values. You want to focus on what matters most to you. It's going to help you when you come to a particularly difficult time. It's going to help you push forward. It's going to keep you from getting distracted or disillusioned in the model that you've chosen. And ultimately, it's going to be more fulfilling work for you. So your passion comes from the Latin to breathe life into you. So what inspires you? You're really going to have to think back to things that bring you the most joy, things that motivate you, things that you start to read and you read them from beginning to end. What really captures your interests? If you've listened to Simon Sinek, he recommends that you start with the why. And he says, people don't buy what you do, they buy why you do it. And this is extremely important, particularly in financial planning. So ways for you to actually discover your passion is to think about things that have been important to you. And you need to go back to your childhood. What was something you really loved? What did you do that is a very special memory, a special place, something you did with your family, something that created the values that are important to you today? Just like you do with your financial planning clients when you ask them to go back and tell you about money conversations in their household. Well, the same reasoning works when you're trying to develop a passion. Think about what you grew up with as being genuinely part of your interest and experience. You may need to make a vision board. Where do you want to go from here? What things have you left to accomplish? What things are really going to give you satisfaction? And what areas are you most interested? Who do you admire? Was there somebody in the profession, somebody in a related profession, somebody that you tried to emulate through your career? What made them stand out? Doing this exercise will help you determine where your passion lies. Now, your skills and expertise are going to be your education best put to use. And as you start developing your passion, you may find that you need to go after a particular additional certification or degree or something to become a subject matter expert in something that is important to you. For example, if you liked working with people going through divorce, maybe you want to get the Certified Divorce Financial Analyst and become really proficient in the challenges for people going through that same experience. There's so many different types of areas in the financial planning universe, and your passion should be aligned with your skill set, and you need to focus on that as you become more and more an expert in something that really inspires you. And as a result, you're going to be more productive. It's going to enhance your value when people are trying to determine why work with you. And it will make you feel professionally and personally more fulfilled. Your values is what people are really going to gravitate toward. People with similar values are going to find you somebody that they feel they can trust, somebody that they wish to work with. So you need to think about what things in this business are really important to you. Do you like working autonomously? Or do you like to collaborate? Because that's going to help you choose the type of practice you want and your role in that practice. Do you want to be behind the scenes, or do you want to be part of a team? Are you promotion or prevention oriented? Are you the type of person that wants to market your services and go out and network and bring in business? Or are you more interested in preventing a loss and dealing with risk and some other things? Again, this is all going to be your personal choice and your personal values. What about your work-life balance and skill sets and lifestyles? Are you going to want to work late hours? Are you available every day? Do you want to be in an office environment where you have others to help motivate you? Or are you somebody that really values your free time? You look for a lot of autonomy on the weekends where you can kind of close the door. Again, this is a choice, and these values will help you decide the right place for you. How do you measure success? Is it really making a difference in someone's life? Maybe it's assets under management. You've got the biggest book in the office, or you've had the most sales this month. What is important to you? Your culture needs to align with this attitude in order to be the most successful and in order to attract clients who share a similar value. Your talents. You may be really good with numbers. So maybe you're going to be looking for something where you're really managing a book of business and you love to figure out what is the best thing to create the growth that your client's looking in for their portfolio. Maybe you're the creative type. You're not so much the detailed person, but you love the planning aspect and you'd rather hire somebody or outsource the financial planning area, or maybe it's the investment area. Maybe you want something or someone else to do the investments while you deal one-on-one with your clients. Do you like being the business owner? Do you want to cook and look at the books and make sure that everybody's paid and that everything that you're doing is meeting the bottom line, and that you are wondering if you should invest in this next software and all of these things? Or are you more focused on the planning and you want to hire somebody else or let somebody else manage the business side? If you're not a multitasker, it's really hard to spend time on really making sure your business makes sense and working with clients and bringing in more clients. So these are roles that you need to think about. Where do your talents lie, and where are you most interested in focusing? Are you a networker? Are you a communicator? Do you love to identify and bring in new clients and be out in the public eye? Or are you more comfortable doing what you do best, which is planning and doing the detailed work, and you're thrilled that somebody else in the office is actually identifying the clients? That may help you define your role in a practice. Maybe you like the administrative side and the planning side, and you want somebody else to do the client-facing, or you like the client-facing when they come into the office, but you really don't want to be the one that's promoting your office or finding the clients. These are things that you really need to think about. A skills inventory is really a good idea to determine your strengths. There's lots of different ones available on the marketplace to see where your aptitude is. It's a good way to also see who in your office that you can develop in certain areas, and if they're in the right area for their skills. So you may want to look into using those to your best advantage. Once you find your why, you're going to attract loyal clients who believe in your vision, because you're going to be able to communicate it, because it's personal, because it means something to you, because you know this just genuinely through your experiences. You're going to be able to share that vision with someone else. And it's going to motivate you through challenges when the client faces a particularly hard area to grasp what you're sharing, or maybe they get derailed a little bit and move away from the plan. You can coach them back to the plan that you've developed for them by helping them understand that you understand where they've been and you're trying to help them because it's important to you. When you find out with what the world has to offer and you sync your findings with that, you're going to be the most pleased with your decision and your financial planning area that you've chosen to pursue. There's so many opportunities for financial planners. There's a lot of people retiring within the next 10 years based on their age, based on this new technology that some of them are not willing to learn. So there's going to be lots of opportunities to start moving in the direction of your passions. Women are underserved in this area. There are not enough women planners. So women that are looking for somebody just like them to help them with their unique challenges, as women are starting to take more and more control of their finances. There's some great opportunity to work and educate women that have not had the opportunity in the past to be as involved. There are so few people that have saved money toward retirement. And there are lots of people that need that understanding. If that's your area, if you want to help people get comfortable with investing and planning for their future, there are so many people out there that need your help. So if you've chosen an area to focus on that's going to be really needed in the future, and it just requires you to understand your why. Doing so will help you find the right niche, find the passion, identify one of those opportunities that are coming, and create your value there. In summary, what you've learned in this lesson is the importance of finding your passion, using your skills and experience, using those talents that you already have, aligning your talents and your practice with your values and opportunities.